there, welcome back to Emotional Mojo. As you know, we're challenging you to start journaling or even pick up where you left off. And we have one of our producers here, Anna Eligio. She's joining us because she kind of inspired today's challenge. So thank you, and not thank you because now I had to journal because of this.
Yeah, it's a little scary to be revealing your personal information to the world.
Yeah,
so it's
well,
fun.
and so the whole reason we wanted people at home to do it is because it is beneficial. And one of the big aspects that you had mentioned was that writing about your past can actually help you in your future. And you had a really good entry that we convinced you to share. So set it up for us.
Yes, okay, so this is my journal that I got from a friend in 2004, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
And so it's mostly about boys and frustrations with them, so I'm sure you can imagine. And one of my last entries that I have is just a list of things that over my relationships, over the course of my life, things that I feel like that I deserve as a woman in a relationship. So the things that I said I have a 1 through 10 that I gave. So
These are the top 10
my top 10
that she deserves.
My top 10. I should blog about it, and then we could do it as a story on our show.
There you go.
So I have number 1, I deserve a man who will be honest. Number 2, a man who will be loyal. Number 3, a man who will call me and text me /back because that's annoying. Number 4, a man who makes time to see me. Number 5, a man who encourages me to be a better version of myself and to be complete. And number 6, who is attractive.
That's
important. I'm allowed to want someone
You
attractive.
deserve that.
Yes. And number 7, someone who makes me laugh. That should be put further up than list personally. But number 8, someone who's ambitious. And number 9, someone who is a good kisser.
Yes.
We need it. We need it. And number 10, someone who will want a future with me.
Now, let's, you know,
Yeah.
when you were writing this entry, I have a feeling each of these numbers may be concerned with a certain relationship you may have had, a couple
Like a
from
bad
each
one.
one.
It's almost I can pinpoint each number goes directly to some relationship or some experience that I had before that
But
now
how
is
did
like,
this help you, though?
This helped me. This was actually my last entry that I have in this journal, and from then I've made it a point to not settle for anything less than these things, and I'm now in a successful, wonderful relationship.
All right, so as we mentioned, some of the best topics to journal about are what you can learn from your past, and also what you're thankful for in life, because these are going to help you move forward. So as I said, we've each done that. So we'll kind of share something out of ours, Tara, maybe if you want to go first.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to share something that I am grateful for, and this was just yesterday that I wrote this. So.
Nice.
Today I'm grateful for my brother-in-law and sister-in-law and their 3 kids. They took my boys up to farm country in upstate New York for a week last week. I've had a very strained relationship with them throughout the years, and I've forgiven them and made peace, and now the blessings of that repaired relationship have come back to me and my boys. I'm gonna get emotional. I'm so happy that my boys have such a wonderful relationship with their cousins and aunt and uncle. And I think when I sat down last night and said, okay, what am I grateful for today? It just kept rising to the surface for me because I've had this strained relationship with them. And so now I am so grateful that we've just come back together and we're family again.
It's interesting how your entries can change over time too, right? What you prioritize. Like if you were to start a new journal today, since you've already met all 10 of those goals, I imagine it'd be different, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll share something of mine. Mine was more a mistake that I've learned from the past. And I'll just summarize. Essentially, I've learned how to step up and say what I want to say, because a lot of times I wouldn't do that because it would cause an awkward situation. And I had a situation in college where someone was a little inappropriate, and I never said anything because it was a friend and I didn't want it to get awkward. But waiting longer and longer and longer, it got worse and worse and worse, and I almost lost a relationship over it. So I learned from that, and I, again, had to sit here and sift through. I'm like, oh, I'm great. What have I learned? What mistakes? And it does force you to realize. And now I'll nip that in the bud if something happens, not just, relationship-wise, but in general. So, what about you, Jada?
Okay, so mine, I know I'm going to get emotional, but it's okay. But I'm going to do something that I'm grateful for, and I chose 3 things.
Okay.
I'm grateful for life, family, and love. And the reason that is so important to me is because I had a medical scare.
Yeah.
So when you think about life, it's the most amazing thing, because you realize when you can lose it, then it's more important. So then my family just kind of, swooped in, and they're like, we love you. We're gonna always be there for you. No matter what decision you make, we'll be there. So family, life, and love.
And it's amazing how sometimes it takes something like that for us to whittle
Yeah.
it down to what's important.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome.
I also have a confession to make.
Uh-oh.
I also have a different journal
Oh.
that is called my drunk journal.
Oh!
And-
Instead of texting, write it down.
So yeah, instead
That's
of drunk
better.
texting, exactly. So this is just it's kind of the same guy.
we'll get to that one
frustrations,
after
but
the break.
This one's just sloppier. This
They
one's
want to
just
see
sloppier.
it. We want to see a shot of this.
There we go. That's
Reform
my
school
little-
girl.
Yeah,
All right, guys, so we just got real personal up in here. So I think
Yeah.
you can take on our challenge and start journaling. You have 43 minutes left in our show to take on that challenge. Thank you, Anna, for sharing that
Thank
with
you
us.
guys.